time change, it's fluctuating, but you get the idea. So there's a lot going on right now. The winner from this startup weekend will automatically be entered into the Global Startup Battle. And so what that means is that once they win, they'll have 24 hours to create a short video that they'll then submit online onto Facebook. It will go into a voting round, and there'll be 15 semifinalists who are then voted on again. And ultimately, there'll be a global startup champion. And I think what we'll do is get into this more on Sunday when the winner is announced. We'll explain what that means. There's a lot of great prizes, including like a huge trip to Rio for the Entrepreneurship Congress in March, and a few other things too, as well as a lot of in-kind prizes like meetings with investors and things like that. So we're going to go over all of that on Sunday, so you guys are aware of the next steps of that. But just so you know, this event is a part of something bigger ongoing right now as well. So this kind of gives you an idea of the spectrum of what's happening. So over the course of this weekend and next weekend, there'll actually be about 140 cities having Startup Weekend events. One winning team, like I said, at the very end of it. We're hoping to see about 1,200 startup teams come out of these events. So that's a pretty big dent in the startup universe. So it's a pretty exciting thing going on right now. I think it is actually the largest startup competition to ever occur. So, just to keep that in mind, right now we are in a hashtag battle with South Bend, Indiana. So their hashtag, let me see, here's some more teams that are ongoing right now. Their hashtag is just SW South Bend. And so we'll kind of update you over the weekend. Right now, I think that it's been fluctuating. We're either tied with them or they're ahead of us by 1 or something like that. So the more you tweet, basically, the more clout we get. So keep doing that. Trying to get through this so you guys can pitch. So we need to just take a minute to kind of recognize our sponsors, but with that, also discuss the things that they have for you guys. Startup Weekend is pretty small. Our headquarters is just about 25 people. This is pretty much the whole team in Seattle. So we would definitely not be able to do all the events that we do, obviously without organizers, but without some funding from sponsors. We are a nonprofit, so we do rely on that sponsorship. Obviously Google for Entrepreneurs, just in their name, they're all about providing resources for entrepreneurs and helping whenever they can. Microsoft BizSpark, obviously another huge name in that, and both of these organizations also provide boot camps that occur prior to many startup weekends, so they allow attendees to kind of get familiar with software products before the weekend actually occurs. So those are helpful as well, and we have more information on that if you're interested. .co and domain.com are offering all Startup Weekend attendees a 1-year free subscription or a free domain. So it's a .co, so you can actually have your website launched and ready to go before the weekend is over, and I'll give you guys information on how to redeem that as well. SendGrid is a huge sponsor of ours. We would definitely not be here without Kauffman Foundation. They're kind of almost like our parents. They kind of took us under their wing, and they're out of Kansas City, and they're really where people go to. They're kind of the leaders for entrepreneurial education, so we really wouldn't be here without them either. Local sponsors. This is obviously huge for New Haven. These are our local sponsors, and this would not be happening without them tonight, from the food to just you name it. Every little detail is basically funded by them, and the event, the lights are on because of them. And this is just continuing as well. We do have many really talented coaches who are going to be here this weekend. So they're here for you. They kind of are aware of what judges will be looking for. They can steer you in the right direction, poke holes in some of your assumptions you might have, help you with customer development. And they'll be here very actively tomorrow and then on Sunday to help you prep. So just make sure you get in touch with these people, and I believe they'll be coming around to the teams as well, and we'll organize how that will work. But these are all the people here to help you this weekend, so please take advantage of that. It will certainly help you for presentations and in general. Okay, so we're getting down to pitches and how this is going to work. You guys are going to have 60 seconds rather than 30 seconds. Raise your hand if you're planning on pitching tonight. Okay, awesome. So I think